Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Intuitive Living with Jennifer Jean, and I'm Jennifer Jean. So today I'm going to update you on my journey with intermittent fasting and let you know how things went this week. So before I get started, I just want to give a disclaimer and let you know that I'm not a medical professional and that this video is just for informational purposes only. So with that, I'll get started. I decided I wanted to work more on intermittent fasting this year for the health benefits. And I decided to use the book called 28-Day Fast Start Day by Day by Jen Stevens. It's an excellent book. And it is a companion book to her best-selling Fast, Feast, Repeat if you want to read that first so you can get the science and the background. But really wonderful books. Anyway, I have been fasting for maybe a couple years, and I decided I wanted to up my game a little bit and to try to lengthen my fasting times. So this book has 3 approaches, and the first one is the easy does it approach for someone who's maybe starting out. And the second one is the steady build for someone like me who's been fasting for a little while. And that's the approach that I'm using. And then there's the rip off the Band-Aid approach, which is for a more seasoned intermittent faster and somebody who wants to maybe get down to 1 meal a day, which I am not ready for in any way. Anyway, I think I'll stick with the steady build. Anyway, last week I was able to do an 8-hour window, which means that you eat within the span of 8 hours, not the whole 8 hours, but within that span, and then you don't eat at all for 16 hours. And usually during that time you're sleeping, at least half of that time, so that makes it a little bit easier. But I'm trying to lengthen the fasting window so that I get all the health benefits. So it actually went pretty well, and I thought I was doing good until I started working a lot. I had a pretty heavy work week, and I think it was harder for me to maintain this and not feel really hungry and feel weak. And as some of you know, I'm a musician, I'm a French horn player, and it's a very physically demanding instrument, so I needed all that energy. So it turned out that I did maybe on average about 6-hour windows, which I thought was pretty good. I got a little bit ahead of the game, but I don't think I was eating enough protein or things that I could really hold on to. So I've really been trying to up my protein intake, my fruits and vegetables, and try to eat a little bit more balanced diet. And you'll find when you're fasting, if a food isn't working for you, you know really quickly because you just don't feel well, and I wasn't. I was getting a little bit headachy, and it was really tempting to want to quit this whole program, but I thought I would keep going at least for my own benefit and to see if I could make it through this 28 days of fasting. I found that having black coffee before I ate was pretty good. It gave me the illusion of being full, and water too, but you're not supposed to have any flavored beverages. So I thought I did okay drinking black coffee. I usually put a little bit of almond milk in my coffee, but I seem to be doing okay with that, and I think I'm enjoying the flavor a little bit more. I found that if I had diet soda or fizzy water while I was in my eating window, it gave me a little bit of an upset stomach, like a little bit of an acid stomach. And I'm trying to eliminate that or at least cut back. It is kind of hard because I'm used to having a diet soda every day, but it's something I feel like I need to work on because I noticed that it just didn't work with this type of a program for me. So how does intuition play a part in intermittent fasting? Well, the great thing is you can eat whatever you want, but like I said, your body will tell you if it's not right, and things that might have worked for you before won't work while you're in this type of a fasting protocol. You can also eat any time you want, and it's very flexible when you open your window and when you quit. So usually I would open my window around 11 to noon every day, and then maybe quit around 5 to 6, just depending on when I wanted to have dinner. But I seem to be very satisfied with this approach. So I purposely haven't been talking about weight management, and it's for a good reason. In her book, The 28-Day Fast Start, Jen Stevens says that this is a health plan with the side effect of weight loss. And that's what makes it a little bit tricky, because I think people want to start it like a diet and think they're going to lose a lot of weight. But what may happen is you may not lose any weight at first. You may actually gain a little bit of weight while your body's getting used to this type of thing. And then once you get what's called fat adapted, and what that means is your body taps into fat instead of insulin. And that's why when people diet, you notice that they lose muscle mass instead of fat. So it can give a different look. But once you are fat adapted, you don't really get that hungry, and you want to keep going and maybe fasting a little bit longer. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm hoping by next week I will tap into those fat stores a little bit more. Another great thing about intermittent fasting is it helps to regulate your metabolism, especially if you've been dieting a lot. And it helps you get to that sweet spot so that you can really eat until you're satisfied and not have to worry about calories or macros or points. And your body can actually heal itself by eating. That's a great thing. So for next week, I'm going to be focused on having a 7-hour eating window. It may be a little bit more or less, and then I get a lunch and a dinner. So I'm really looking forward to that, and hopefully I will feel a little bit more satisfied. I won't get as hangry, and I'll get used to doing this just as if it were natural, everyday kind of thing. I think it's really great because it frees you from that diet mentality. It's very flexible, it's very sustainable, and I'm really looking forward to doing this as long as possible. So next week I will talk about the non-scale benefits of intermittent fasting, and then I'll have another video on Tuesday about all things psychic. Anyway, if you want to contact me, you can reach me at readingsbyjenniferjean.com or send me an email at readingsbyjenniferjean@gmail.com. Thank you so much, and I hope that you all live intuitively ever after. Goodbye for now.